the end they preach you a watered down version of Islam, modified, changed and innovated, that wallahi is disgusting and beyond disgusting, to appease the non-Muslims and to please every Tom, Dick and Harry except to please Allah. I want to share something with you, brothers. In the recent time, with all the atrocities that Yasir Qadhi is committing against the Muslims and Islam, may Allah bring him back to the truth or eliminate him and save us from his evil before he misleads the masses of Muslims who follow him blindly and defend him day and night. Subhanallah, every time I come across some of his new nuances and some of his new inventions and some of his new craziness, Allah decrees that in the very book that we're studying, we come across something that refutes him. When I first heard him talk about the fact that you can choose any theological school, Athari or Ash'ari or Maturidi, we came across a statement of Ibn Uthaymeen, who was his sheikh, who said that anyone who makes this division is basically deviant, and that there's no such thing as Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah being of three strands. Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah is of a single strand. Now recently we came across a statement he made many years ago, it turns out in 2016, about the penal code in Islam and stoning the adulterer and the adulteress as being something from medieval Islam, and that we're currently looking into it to see how cool, whether it is applicable in modern day or modern times or not. And we refuted him in the long video, which I'm sure inshallah you have seen. Subhanallah, now we come across the very discussion by Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen. It's the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we're learning qadr. Allahu akbaru kabira walhamdulillahi kathira wal nafrid hadd az-zani mathalan. You see how beautiful it is, yeah, brothers and sisters. Wallahi, wallahi, it's beautiful. Wallahi, it is mercy from Allah on the hearts of the believers. Wallahi, this belief system is the most beautiful thing you can have. But aren't you sad and don't you want to cry when you see the majority of the ummah lost? And instead of people teaching them, instead of having to wait for some miskeen like me to teach them, all these other brothers, they spent 7, 8, 10 years in Medina and they learn Aqidah in detail, and then they go learn and they improve their knowledge, and then at the end they preach you a watered down version of Islam, modified, changed and innovated, that wallahi is disgusting and beyond disgusting, to appease the non-Muslims and to please every Tom, Dick and Harry except to please Allah, in the name of the religion. Wallahi, it is a shame that people learn all this and then they turn away from it and you never see them teach this anymore. Now it's all lectures about homosexuals and the gays and the LGBT and how we're going to understand them and how they're going to understand us, and open platform and discussing this and discussing that, and removing penal codes from Islam because they're problematic, and teaching innovation, and now you can celebrate birthdays, you can celebrate anniversaries. What else did this guy leave? What else? Christmas, he said 50 years is not going to have any religious nature. You can celebrate Christmas as well. And the list goes on. Shia are our friend. This is the religion that they teach you now. They learn this and then they turn away from this and teach you a distorted version of Islam. And people have the nerve to say, brother, why? Brother, why are you talking about the sheikh, brother, the sheikh. May Allah shake him so he can wake up from his sleep and come back to the truth. Stop with this. Why are you talking about the sheikh? Who is the sheikh anyways? Who is the sheikh that you will not refute? Anybody who doesn't teach the Muslims the truth, wallahi, should be refuted, even if he's the sheikh of the mashayikh. No one is above the Quran and the Sunnah. We don't worship human beings. We don't blindly follow human beings. No matter how much you love Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu wa ardah, if he came and told you something, and then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told you something else, by Allah, would you follow Abu Bakr or the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Wallahi, you will follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If Umar told you, who would you follow? You follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If Imam Ahmad, Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Shafi, if they told you, who would you follow? We follow the Sunnah of Prophet. Now you following some funny guy who can't even commit to the basic religious commitments in terms of everything. He co-lectures with women next to him, sitting two centimeters away. The beard is halfway gone. I don't even want to say more. This is, you feel offended that we're talking about him? Wallah, we will talk about his uncle too if we have to. Ya Jama'ah, this is a matter of the deen. You will meet Allah with this. You will meet Allah with this. Nothing else will save you. Nothing else will save you. You can defend him until you die. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, he will declare his innocence from you. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ, the person will run away from his brother, let alone some random person. And we know from the Quran, everybody will curse everybody. يَلْعَنُ بَعْضُهُمْ بَعْضًا, they will curse each other. Had it not been for you, we would have been guided. Those people, the followers, will sit there and complain to Allah. Had it not been for those people, we would have been guided. They will tell them, we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. You are the one who followed us. You follow him right now blindly. Are you that blind that someone is changing his views every 15 minutes? And what he's teaching today is not what he taught in the past. Therefore, it's not the same Islam anymore. Are you that blind? Are you that much of a fanatic and a radical? That you love a personality, whatever that personality may be, because of its eloquence, because of its position, because of its titles. Dr. Sheikh Zangabagadutu. This is what your brain is twisted with? Credentials that everybody loves? What's the benefit of these credentials if you're teaching the opposite of these credentials? Ya Jama'ah, your loyalty and your allegiance should be to the revelation, not to any personality. If one day I say other than what I'm teaching now, not because I change the fiqh position, if one day I tell you a different aqidah is the aqidah, if you don't warn against me, wallahi, you're evil. If you don't tell the people that this guy has lost his marbles, he lost his plot, then you are deceiving the Muslims. You must warn against me if I lose it. Because who am I? I'm a nobody. And who is he? He's a nobody. You should commit to the revelation, not to the person who's bringing you revelation. I hope the message is clear.